Hello, everyone. Today, July 7th, 2021, we continue talking about the family. But in this case, we are going to see and read here our title, Who's This? In this opportunity, we are going to ask and answer questions using this word, who. Who's this? So remember that this is related to family. Let's see together this. As I told you before, we are going to ask and answer questions. In this case, with who? Question with who? Look here. In this case, look, this is an arrow. 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 Look here. It's pointing to her. It's pointing her. Now let's see. The question is, who's this? Who's this? Who's this? What will be the answer? This is my mother. This is my mother. This is my mother. Let's see here. Who's this? That is the question here. But this is my mother. It's the answer of this question. So, Miss, how can I get the information, that answer? Well, if you see this picture, here it's an arrow. And this arrow, it's pointed at a woman. So, the woman, it's the mother. So, this is my mother. Look here, this little boy says, this is my mother. Who's this? This is my mother. Another example. Wow, the same picture. Look here, the same picture. But in this case, it's pointing to him. It's pointing to him. So remember the question? What was the question? That's right. The question is, whose, remember the pronunciation, whose this? Who's this? Who's the? I don't know. The answer is, this is my father. This is my father. Who's this? Remember the pronunciation. Who's this? Who's this? This is my father. This is my father. That's right. Another example. Oh, look here. Now in this picture, we can see the mother, right? But look here. There is a kid in each hand. So let's see. The question is, the question is, who's this? Look here, this arrow. It's pointed this little boy. Who's this? Who's this? Let's see. This is my brother. This is my brother. Hey, my brother. This is my brother. Remember that the answer starts with this. This is my brother. And look here, the question, only the question starts with this word, whose. Remember that we use the word who to ask about a person. Okay, a person. So who's this? This is my brother. This is my brother. What else? Now in this case, there is another picture here. And you can see the grandfather and the grandmother, right? Or not? Yes, not. Let's see. The arrow, it's pointing to her. So the question, remember the question? That's right, that is the question. The question is, whose? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? The answer is, this is my grandmother. This is my grandmother. Who's this? This is my grandmother. Okay, so this activity is in your student book, page 33. So in this case, here we have listen, ask, and answer. So this is the question. We ask a question, and look here, this is the answer. So in this case, here we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each number represents one member of the family. So in this case, the question is, who's this? Another way to say is, who is this? Who is this? Or we can say in the second way, who's this? I prefer this one. Who's this? In number 1, this is my mother. In number 2, I will ask and you will answer. Number 2, who's this? That's right, that is the answer. This is my father. Now, what about number 3? Who's this? That's right, this is my sister. What about number 4? Who's this? Who's this? Very good. The answer is, this is my brother. This is my brother. What about number 5? Look here, this man. Who's this? Oh, the answer is, that's right. This is my grandfather. Grandfather. And the last one, number 6. Who's this? Who's this? That's right. The answer is, this is my grandmother. Remember, look here. In this case, you will change this last word according to what you see in the information, according to what you are going to answer, okay? So one more time. Remember that the question is, who's this? This is mine. Okay, look here. It says, oh, I love practicing this with my friends. Oh, good. So remember that this is the new term. So you should continue practicing this using your student book. Remember to practice this at home. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much and see you the next class.